Hey everyone, it's BlueLizardJello, and welcome back to Blue Plays The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. And yeah, we can't talk for too long because Ganon is after us. Phantom Ganon, for that matter. That's right, at the end of the last episode, if you tuned in, you may know that things are happening here. And I do want to take him out. At least we're going to give it another try. One thing we should probably take a look at is our weapon situation. Unfortunately, we have all fused everything, which is a bit of a shame. Now, here's a thought. Okay, hear me out. Hear me out. Could I, for example, take this sapphire sword and drop it? Use my Ultra Hand to grab it and unfuse it? No. Okay, once it's fused, it's fused. I wasn't sure. I was just thinking that I might be better suited if I were to put something else on a melee weapon. Oh, Germany. Okay. Oh no. Oh, dearie me. Wow. This one much better last time. Oh! Right. Maybe I'm supposed to wiggle. So that's bad. So we're obviously not going to make it this time. I guess I should be using some... Let's try fire, actually. Instead of just bombs. Let's see how well that does. That actually might be really, really good. It at least stuns them. I have a lot of these, but you know, bombs does do the area of effect, so let's do that. Also, I think I kind of got them stuck right behind there. But this kind of doesn't matter, just because we're so low on health. Okay, so we've done that. Great. Boy, if I could just keep this up, we'd be in really, really good shape. I don't think I have any way to cure the gloom, right? Because Sundelions do have to be cooked. Where are Sundelions? Where are they indeed? Right here. Yeah, only when used in cooking. So here, okay. Okay. Do we dare? Do we dare? we might have to. Let's hold 3 of these. And what else? Maybe wild berries? Oh, rats. Okay, so that's not gonna happen. Oh, I am actually losing health because I'm freezing. Oh, great. And now I'm down to a single, well, not a single, I'm down to two hearts. Is it possible to get far enough away that I can cook? No, what is he? Oh, he's just spreading gloom. Wow, he just spread that really far too. Uh-oh. Good. I mean, the damage is real. What about a dazzle fruit? That could be cool. This is working? What else do we want to try? A volt fruit? Wild berry? Just do a fire. Let him shoot. That's really good damage. Oh, where'd he go? I can't see him. Okay, go ahead. Now, I'm out of arrows. But what if I just throw a fire fruit at him? Yeah. Nope. That was... I realized my mistake right away. Where are you? Yeah. That isn't the worst. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. Run away. Run away. Okay, we have a fairy though. We have a fairy, but it doesn't heal. Wait a minute, it did heal. It did. Okay, it's this has potential. But not when he has the bow out. Okay, we need to get some flurry rushes. That's not a flurry rush. But we could do not that. Run. There's my boomerang. Come on, give me something I can work with here. Not that. I'm growing impatient with you. Okay. I mean, if we want to play this game, oh, my friend, I will cheese you till the end of days. Now, come down here. Nope. Yeah, we can do this all day. Or, you know, till I run out. Yeah. Some of you might say, but Blue, are you really fighting? No, absolutely not. Nor do I want to. If he's going to allow this, then who am I to stop him, right? I mean, this really boils down to, it's his choice. And I am out of bombs now. Go. Okay. Oh, wow. Perfect time on the flurry. Please tell me this finishes him off. Okay. I just made that happen. Gloom Sword is 41 damage. This slender sword has an ominous presence. It is said to end the life of anyone it touches. Its gloom will gradually wear down the body of its wielder. That's Demon King's Bow, a magical bow prized by the Demon King. Its performance reflects the power of its wielder. The higher your maximum number of hearts, ooh, the more its attack power increases. That's pretty cool. And you know what? Even though I have some much better bows, I want that. Not that. I want to drop my soldier bow. What else did you drop? Dark Clump. Well, how about that for a start, huh? Now maybe I should cook? I might as well cook something, right? I mean, we have the stuff here. I'm thinking maybe some more. Oh, do I have any more peppers? Ooh, I don't know that I do. No, I don't. Not good, not good. So, yeah, I guess we just need to go. I guess we just need to roll with it. I have 8 minutes. Wow. That's not gonna do anything. So we did unlock the door directly above us. However, I don't know how to get to that, so I think we'll just get out. In fact, should I? Well, that's just a pin, but that's the pin for up top, right? There's the shrine. Where was the? I think. Wasn't the geoglyph right around here? Yeah, let's go back to the shrine. We'll just fast travel away. That way we can save some of our frost time. Let's go check out the geoglyph. I'm gonna save that labyrinth for another time, mostly because I don't know how to safely get there. It could be that I need to get fully warm gear. Yeah, there's the glyph. Well, hey, Phantom Ganon. I mean, let's be honest, that was very, very much not my doing. We also need to go check with the stable to see about getting Polka Dot Butt back. Because as of right now, all I'm doing is hoping that that's the case. And I didn't get a bird's eye view of this geoglyph, so I might just be running around somewhat aimlessly. I mean, I guess I'm looking for a pool of water. Yeah, perhaps I should have done a better job at investigating this from up top. There's another Lizalfos. I could go up to that ridge and look, which might be the way to go. Who and why and what? I'm sorry, is that an Octorok? Go ahead. Hop up. How do I target you to bounce out right back? Okay, I guess I'll just run away. I'd like to kill you to see what kind of drop you give. I am just not terribly sure where this will be. I mean, I don't think this is going to give me a big vantage point, but it might be enough. The first one is really obvious. This, though, I just don't know. I'm looking for Dragon's Tears. There's a circle there. Oh, wait a minute. That looks a little suspicious, doesn't it? Okay, let's go check that out. Then I guess it's on our way to Rito Village? Yeah, that looks like a little depression. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, are we gonna get another memory?
Queen Sonia! Queen Sonia!
Finally, it is mine! Sonia! You were too late, Rauru. You took for granted the godlike power you had in your hands. Do you now see the potential you squandered? As for her, she is merely the first victim of your arrogance. You tried to control me, Rauru, and you will die knowing that you failed. Ganon!
Queen Sonia needs you.
You know, I'm glad that that didn't count towards my cold resistance because that was a long cutscene. Oh, it's the frost Gleeok. That was a really good cutscene. That was excellent. Now, did I actually collect that key item? I guess I don't really collect them, do I? No, it doesn't seem like I do. Oh, towing harness for the horse I don't have. I'm still missing a power, aren't I? I don't know what power that is. Also, this is technically the same day as the last time I used this, but I wonder, I think it's every 24 hours, but I don't know if it's 24-hour in-game or... Yeah, it's okay. It's actual 24 hours. If it was in-game, that would have counted. But given that it is not, we are out of luck. So, we've now done this geoglyph. We need to take a look at our adventure log. The birth of the Demon King. With the secret stone he took from Sonia, Ganondorf, turns into the Demon King. The gloom that issues from his body creates countless monsters that howl across the world. Rauru goes to Sonia's side to help his fallen queen. Though furious at Ganondorf, he knows the Demon King is too powerful to confront at that moment. He retreats with Zelda. So the Dragon's Tears. So we have 9 left to investigate. Still working on finding Princess Zelda, but I think we should be working on... Oh, I thought I was making our way towards the regional phenomena. Wow, we are not exactly as close. Wow, we are way off. So this must be the one in Hebra, but goodness gracious. Maybe, you know what we could do? We could go to the Skyview Tower, get launched, and then maybe make our way there. Could also try to get back to the labyrinth. But no, we said we were going to do that another time. I do, however, I have enough for a heart, right? So we're going to go get our 7th heart, which is at Lookout. Nope. We're going to go to Lookout Landing. We're going to go to Lookout Landing. We're going to get another heart. I'll do a quick run around just to see if there's anything else to do or any other side quests. And then I think we'll go to that Skyview Tower. And we're going to start flying toward... Oh, we need to get some more spicy pepper somewhere too. I have some elixirs on me. But that's not probably going to cut it. Okay, so real quick, let's just zip around to some of the known cast of characters and just see if anyone has anything to add. No, that's Pura, nothing there. Alright, let's go grab our heart. Can I can't borrow this, right? It is chained down, so no. No. here's the statue. Alright, so 7, and then like I said, we're gonna do stamina for at least the next couple of upgrades. And health has certainly been the deciding factor on more than one occasion. Now, head on back here. Or should we go to a stable? No, let's not go to a stable first, because if I'm going to be launched into the air, it doesn't really matter about polka dot button. And that sounds callous. But the reality is, I kind of actually expect that he's gone, and I don't want to face that reality just yet. If I'm being honest. Okay, let's get launched. Can I just examine? Yes, good. Good. No big fanfare or anything like that. There's a shrine. Do we want to make our way over towards that shrine? Perhaps? I don't even know if I can, actually. That's... Oh my! That's really far. And now I'm starting to think that maybe my stamina is going to come into play here. Can I change shirts mid-flight? So like if I... See, that's not going to make it. We have to let go. We have to let go and just let... Oh boy. And just let our fates into the hands of stamina. Okay. Oh, how far did I actually get? Not far at all. 3.5 minutes. That's how much time I have. Well, I'm going back to my dark tunic then. I wonder if that's some sort of structure I could get up onto with ascend? Actually, I think I can. It looks like I should be able to. So oh. This is gonna be a problem. Can I rest on this? Yes? Good. It does look like I can ascend, so we're gonna give it a go. Probably not the best idea, though. Just... Oh, shoot. Maybe not. Maybe not, because I can't actually get under that. Oh, rats. Okay, well, maybe. Maybe there's something... Actually, did I just see a goblin up there? I thought I saw... Or maybe it's a construct horn? Shoot. Oh, this is flat right here. Oh, it's a Rito. This is Huck. Well, wasn't expecting to run into a Hylian out here. I'm observing the clouds and the winds in hopes of learning the cause of this blasted blizzard. I could probably learn more from a higher vantage. Unfortunately, flying isn't an option. The gales are too strong for it. Are they, though? Oh. There we go. Don't jump. Except now. Now jump. And start building, right? If I build maybe right here, maybe I can use ascend. Yes, I can. Can I ascend again? Yes, I can. I'm just downright giddy anytime I do this. And then rising island chain. Okay. Seems workable. That seems like an airship of some sort. Maybe not even of some sort and just, you know, it is that. If I can use that, that would be pretty cool. But let's go to the shrine first. With a minute left in cold resistance, and I don't even know how much more in elixirs, but probably not too many. Oh, maybe I'm gonna need that. Oh, I need to get over there to get to the shrine, I think. Alright, how do I... Unexpected. Very, very unexpected that was. I thought that was a ship. It's just a whole giant, as it said, chain of islands. Alright, buckle in, everyone. Blue's going into another shrine. Downward force, so great. I'm really beginning to think that the last power is descend. If I have ascend, I think there's a descend because right away I'm thinking I'm stuck. I think maybe I would use descend to go under or something, but there's nothing I can do, right? I mean, this feels right away like I have nothing to do here. I wonder. Unless that's a switch that I'm supposed to hit? I don't even think I have an arrow to test. Oh, I think I have one arrow. Let's see. Oh. Oh, never mind. Huh. Okay. Glad I tried. Oh, that's potentially a lot of bouncing. Potentially quite a lot of bouncing. Can I move these? No. I'm glad. Oh. And down again. Can I have some arrows, please? Yes, I can. Fantastic. Okay. Careful now. Nothing else. All right. About to time this next one. With this one coming around. I don't know what kind of path it makes. It's starting to turn. All right, let's go for it. Okay. This should be okay, I think. So far, so good. Now, I don't know where the treasure is, because you know there's going to be a treasure. Interesting. I say interesting because there are three of these very close. But I didn't see a switch anywhere. Land on those without getting hurt. I see. Okay, there's switches in there. Is that maybe where there's a treasure right over there? Yeah, I think that's where the treasure is. Okay, let's go this way. Do I have to shoot through those? Those bars seem narrow, though. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Any chance I can climb up this ship? Kinda? Can I go up through the sail? No. Okay. Oh, man. But I can go up through that sail, so that just seems You're kind of contradicting yourself, game. Although, can I climb up this? Oh, I can, actually. And what if I... Whoop. There we go. But I don't want to go just yet because I would like... Let's see if I can get to that treasure chest. Turn, 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 turn. Oh, I think I can? Little engine that could? Oh boy, there we go. Ten arrows is actually perfect. Okay, land. And we'll just go right to this one. Oh, that was close. And we glide. If this is actually the end of the shrine, this took me much, much less time than I imagined it would. Great. Hey, all right. Now the blessing of light. Light of blessing. You know what I mean. You'll sometimes see a glowing blue spirit in the form of a rabbit has a habit of running towards... Oh, I missed it. So, how long do I have here? I have 3 minutes 40 seconds and 3 minutes 40 seconds. I meant to drink that. Let's drink because I kind of want to investigate a little bit. I mean, there's this interesting little ice thing, which I'm either going to break by doing a giant smash, or I'm going to thaw, but we'll try a giant smash. Giant smash it is. Arrows times 5. So someone asked me how I felt about the loot, because, you know, the way they put it, and I am inclined to agree, they're a ship? Can't make that jump. So if there's not a ship, this might be the end of the road for me at the moment. That is the glyph I just did, correct? Yes. But someone had asked me how I felt about the loot. So when you actually find your way to a treasure, only to discover that, you know, the treasure is a bunch of arrows or something like that, how do I feel? And, you know, sometimes it's exactly the loot that I needed, but it is a little disheartening. Not that that was a hard puzzle to crack, but to break through that ice only to get 5 arrows as a reward, it does seem a little like you could do better, right? I think we want to make our way towards that tower. Here's what we're going to do. We are going to put on our wingsuit, sorry, our glide shirt. We are going to, best we can, do a little bit of this. Let our stamina go down ever so slowly. That looks like a bokoblin train led by one of those boss bokoblins, I think is what they're called. So I think I only glide though when I'm diving. I think that's how that works. Okay, keep charging. One of those little snowy wizard things. They're not too bad. Do we want to take you out just because you're here? And because you're going to be a pain? Hit him again. Oh, I'm not really sure how I didn't hit you. And you're not getting stunned at all, which is interesting. And less interesting and more annoying. There we go. Gotcha. Got another sapphire sword. Sure is. Go to the top of that little peak. Oh man, less than a minute left. Ooh. Lots of big sky islands. I wonder if I shouldn't be holding off though on sky islands until maybe later in the game. Maybe I'll get more mobility skywise. Just thinking out loud here. Well, a couple of shrines. Got the boss bokoblin coming. I'm gonna probably go up here, drink that other elixir. Oh, what's that flag for though? Or is that where they're headed? Okay. There we go. Just under 4 minutes again. Oh, hey, you. What are you doing here? And what am I supposed to use? No balls? Maybe. Yeah, I guess. We'll put one there. Okay. I don't quite know if that'll work, but I've done worse things. Actually, don't know. Actually, that might work. I don't know. Let's see. It worked. You're welcome. Can you give me something to keep me warm? Man, he is in some out-of-the-way places, isn't he? 20 rupees. Yep. What else? Cold resistance for 4. He already gave me one of those, didn't he? Did I already eat it? And yeah. Oh, a puff shroom. This time not a sleepover ticket. That's the other item he typically gives. Fantastic. Well, here we go. Ow. So much ow. So much pain. I see a little tent up there. Oh, I don't like the white choo-choos. Can I run around? Will this bring me there? I'm gonna hold off on healing though. I got right to the shrine. There we go. Might be a nice shrine-filled episode. Started by killing Phantom Ganon on 2 hearts. Did we cheese him? Yes. Was it our fault? Also yes. However, the game allowed it. So. Horse temperaments. I don't need to worry about that anymore. Aid from above. Alright. Now. Let's see what this laser's gonna do. Okay. See? Now I know. But that is not a helpful one. That is not a helpful drop. Okay. Wow, can't grab anything. This is probably gonna just drop me, right? Oh yeah, it sure is. Can't wall jump. How do I? Aid from above. Look up top. But I can't get up there at all. Nope. So, I mean, my jump is so bad, I can't jump over that. Yes, I can. Yes, I can, actually. Is this like spring-loaded? Can I push this? Alright. So far, so good, I guess. Sometimes it doesn't jump when I want it to jump. Oh, there we go. And let's ascend. Lasers that way. What? Okay, Resident Evil. You're on. Run. This is like the movie Resident Evil. And I'm okay with this. Oh. Less okay with this now. What? What? I can just stand here though. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. Aid from above. You quite literally just go. That's great. Oh, if only the captain in Resident Evil had that ability. So I missed the treasure. Kind of okay with it, because there haven't been anything, to absolutely write home about. Can always come back here and do it again, but that was a nice quick shrine. Get full up. I'm gonna have to re-up on our hold resistance, but maybe we can make our way to that map in that time. So is that symbol under the light of blessing on the right? Is that the number of shrines that I've done? So I've done 19. That seems like a solid number. Okay. Spicy mushroom rice balls. I've got 4 minutes. That shrine's very far. We just have to make our way as much as we can. Leave the bokoblins alone. But here's a Rito. Unbelievable. Cecil. No, Cecily, look at this thing. What is the world coming to when something like this can just fall from the sky? On top of which, the blizzard shows no sign of abating. So be careful when you travel these mountains. Yeah, remember when, oh, lots of thorns. When the game has told me so many times, in so many ways, to be prepared when I come here. Yeah, I remember. Pepperidge Farms remembers. And yet, what did I do? I kind of chose to ignore it. Now, there is a little town down there. But there's a tower up here. Yeah, let's go for the tower. Less than 3 minutes. Can I rest on this? Yes, good. Go. Yeah, 100% worth it. And one more big jump, and then we can rest. This will be perfect. If we could hit this and then one more shrine, I just think that would... Oh, that's a lot of thorns. Rossborough Pass, Skyview Tower. Can I burn the thorns? If not, I know how to get around them. But we will simply try fire fruit, just to see. Yeah. They're on fire. Tell you what, I'm not cold right now. I mean, according to the temperature gauge, I still am. They're actually getting destroyed. How fun is that? Answer is very... Okay, here we go. Another big map chunk update. Oh, that just filled in a lot. Ooh. So that rising island chain seems to be right in the middle of the storm. Well, where do we want to head? We've got a lot of time to kill. Do I want to go there for any reason? Where is our... Oh, our map marker's here. So actually, we just turn around. And we start flying this way. Although we could just go down to this village, which is probably what we ought to do. Yeah. Yeah. Hebra Trailhead Lodge, definitely. Let's talk to some folks here. This is Neck. Hey there. You here because you spotted the bonfires. The blizzard makes it hard to see where you're going, so we keep these bonfires going as a beacon for lost travelers. They eat up a lot of firewood, but it's worth it. You can spot them even from up in the air. Now, as proud as I am of them, can't beat the spotlight set up around that fancy Skyview Tower. It won't warm you up like a bonfire will, but it's hard to beat it for the size and sheer brightness. The Hylians are pretty incredible to have built something so impressive. Thank you, Nick. Is that our buddy again? We got a minute and a half. Let's go help him. Getting to be a little silly, but you know. Alright. Do we just do the standard? Right on there. Oh, that. What did you just attach to that? Really? That's what you chose? Fine. We'll put you in a better spot. That was terrible, but we'll work with it. Okay, so. One there. Good. Excuse me, sign. Understand if I can't do this in the amount of time I have left, then I'm gonna have to abandon. Is that clear? Now, I think you're good. Look at that. He stands. Okay, give me another spicy rice ball, please. Thank you. Nope. Biting meaty rice balls. Grants a low-level attack enhancement in cold places. Cold weather attack. Okay, I guess that's good if I had warm clothes. And a bomb flower. Actually, bomb flower is pretty great. But I'm freezing, so we need to get moving. Unbearable cold. Yep. Hopefully it's nice by these bonfires. It should be. There we go. Do we want to go check this pond out? I kind of do. It actually looks like I can break it. I was gonna say I can break it with a hammer, but that worked too. Alright, let's run inside. Should be warm enough, I hope, right? Is it warm in here? No, but I can at least talk to you, and that kind of staves it off. Misa, we found these strange things at the foot of the Hebra Mountains. They're oddly shaped, aren't they? I've done every test I can think of, but I haven't learned anything. Not even what they're made of or what they're for. All I know is that they're pretty heavy and pretty sharp. It'd probably hurt if you got hit with one, huh? Well, I've got all I'm going to get out of these things. If you want them for some reason, they're all yours. I will take those, thank you. And I will also take wood. I'll take your flint. This will be good in case I can't get any food.
Aww.
Just saying, I'm waiting for Tulin. We were supposed to be looking for food together, but he's running late. Probably still getting ready at Rito Village. I can wait a little longer. Laisa, what possessed a Hylian to come out here? Don't act like you don't feel the weather. I can see you shivering inside. This isn't a good time to talk anyway. I was about to join Jasane in the effort to scavenge for food. The longer the blizzard goes, the harder it gets just to keep ourselves fed. Oh boy, reading is becoming difficult. Okay, the climbing path. I don't need a climbing path. Let's go indoors. Please tell me it's a little warmer. Oh, it should be. Very nice. Ooh, what is this? Oil jar. A mild oil extracted from plant seeds. It's very versatile in cooking and can coax flavors from ingredients used in many dishes. Also good for adding fuel to fire. I see spicy chilies. Molly, I'm drawing up a special menu for those out scavenging for food or investigating. Ingredients are hard to come by in this blizzard, but we'll be fine if we get a little creative with our cooking. With the right ingredients, a little food can go a long way. For example, a pinch of spicy pepper warms you up so you don't notice the cold so much. We do not have many of them here, but you are welcome to what's available. In tough situations like this, everyone needs to look out for each other and help where we can. I'm taking them all. I hope that was your intention. Ooh, book I can read, some wood, build fires. Who are you first?
Oh.
Hearth. Is that? It is. Hey, bud. I had heard you were missing, but here you are, looking perfectly healthy to me. Tebow was worried about you, you know? Have you been to see him yet? I'm tempted to go tell him the good news, but I'm all tied up at the moment. Tebow should be in Rito Village, which is just south of here. Sure, he'd be happy to get a visit from you. Read the book about the Stormwind Arc? What do you want to read? Let's learn about the legend. One day, the winds that ought to blow in Rito Village ceased. Then the heavens grew stagnant and the earth fell to ruin. The villagers looked skyward for a solution. They saw a figure pierce through the unmoving gray clouds and descend swiftly toward them. Believing no ordinary being could fall from the heavens, the villagers called this figure a god. And the god stood atop a hill day after day, longing to return home to their island in the heavens. The villagers, forgetting their own troubles, tried to carry the god home on their proud wings. Yet who could say how far it might be, the place this god came from? The Rito took flight in turn, each hoping to reach that place above the clouds. Alas, none had wings strong enough. Seeing this, the god told the leader of the village that returning to the heavens was possible if the Rito gathered materials. Spirits high, the villagers set about doing so. The god nodded upon seeing the tall pile of materials. This, they understood, would be enough. The god poured a strange power into the pile, and several small boats were assembled. Cautiously, the villagers boarded, the small vessels began floating up into the air. With the god leading them, the boats rose higher and higher, soon passing through the thick clouds. The vastness of the heavens took the villagers' breath away. Floating islands dotted a clear blue sky. The villagers rejoiced songfully and then, with reluctance, returned to Earth. One day, winds at the village roared back to life. In shock, the villagers looked to the sky. Floating above them was an enormous ship that the god had sent in gratitude. Numerous oars on both sides began to move like wings, soundlessly churning the skies. Air blew across Hebra once again. Skies cleared and blooming flowers rose from the ground. The god had given them the blessing of wind. This arc that saved the village from catastrophe came to be known as the Stormwind Arc. So ends the story of the Stormwind Arc that saved the village long ago. Once a god fell from heaven, stilling the Hebra winds. The heavens grew lifeless, just as the air below thinned. With the world in upheaval, we pledged to help the Lord. A line of ships soaring, built as a passage skyward. The god ascended to heaven, leaving behind an arc. Its winds brought us new life, thanks to its great divine spark. Oh, and that's it. All right. A good song. I'm gonna hook here for sure. Let's see. Most used. Let's go by type. Let's hold all 4 of these. And is there anything that just enhances ingredients? Don't really want, maybe just a sky shroom just for the health benefits, I suppose. He was just humming. There we go, 10.5 minutes, that worked. He was just humming an old Zelda song. Okay, I have a few minutes left of this video. And we are not far from the village. I think we go. I think we get to the village and we call it there. We could just go either straight, probably just straight south, right? Which is the way south? I guess that direction. All right, let's eat that food we just created. And we run. Do we ignore the shrine? We should ignore the shrine. Oh wait, is that the village right? Oh, it is the village right there, isn't it? No. Yes? I suppose it is. I guess we need to find a way in. I thought it was going to be down in the lake, not above it, but this makes more sense. Okay, I see some bridges. Well, let's make our way over there. That's Bokoblin. Do I have arrows? I got arrows. I would say I got arrows for days, but that's not exactly true. Tell you what, let's do this. Let's chill you out. That's fun. Where are you going? Ha ha ha. Well, that was fun killing them pretty quick. Wonderful. Let's go up. Well, let's get some meat. Take some seared steak. Probably have some arrows. Yeah, there we go. Excellent. Nice chunk of arrows. Don't need a soldier's bow. Doll Reaper, sure, I'll take it. And nope. Ooh, blue Bokoblin horn is good. And grab the fang. Let's see. Oh, that bridge is down, but there's a building over there. Let's make our way there. Let's aim for that building, and then we'll probably call it apart there, you know, until I find it. Ooh. Well, you know what else we gotta do? We gotta go get this Korok. You can't blame me. It involved the Ascend power. It'll be great when I find Hestu again. Travel nice and quickly. That's a huge tree coming up, it seems. Is that a cave I just saw? No, just some sort of ravine. Alright, pass for now, pass for now. What was that? Was that a block falling from the sky? Might have been. Didn't see it though. Okay, more bird eggs. Be nice if they were somehow spicy pepper eggs. I don't think that's a thing. Alright. Oh, hey, it's the Lucky Clover Gazette. We have heard all about this. Imagine we're probably going to spend some time here. So let's gather up some materials. I do suppose we'll probably be wrapping up. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're gonna be here a moment. The archives are currently closed. 1L. All right. Well, on that note, I think this is a good a place as any to call it apart. Just kind of looking around the back. See if there's any wells or anything for me to hop down into. There's an axe. I could use an axe. I want to drop. Is it time to get rid of the... Look at this. Oh. That's going to be so fun. That is going to be so fun. Let's get rid of a sapphire sword for a two-handed axe. I think that will be more beneficial. No, it's time to stop. Time to stop. That is going to do it for this episode of Blue Plays The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. I hope you're still enjoying. I know that I certainly am. And I hope you're getting a chance to play this for yourself. And if you have any tips or tricks without spoilers, do let me know down in the comments. Feel free to disguise them in some sort of cryptic message. I always love trying to figure those out. But thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.